is a snowy Tuesday night at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, as we welcome you to the first game of 4 in our football feast coverage for 2024. Tonight, the Miami Dolphins battle the Green Bay Packers on Tuesday Night Primetime Football. You can see the players' breath in the air as they make their way out of the tunnel. We are below freezing here in Wisconsin, but still, let's get ready for some football. An iconic venue tonight, which has played host to so much history in this sport. Packers and the Dolphins tonight. The match up it plays host to. Packed crowd, braving the elements. A lot of green, but some blue. If you're from Miami, you're certainly not used to this kind of weather. But this will be taken out past the 10, the 20, and he's going to go down on the 27. Snow covering up most of the field. I'll get into that later, but first here comes Jordan Love with Green Bay's offensive line. Love with 32 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and 4,159 yards, 372 completed passes of 579 attempts in the 2023 season. They're going to go, it looks like, for a passing play to start this off. Packers on the 27. Love gets past the 30 and got up to the 35 there, gain of 9. And I mentioned the snow on the field. As you see, Mike McDaniel, the Dolphins head coach, in a coat. They have scraped out the snow around the big numbers, the 30, the 40, and you can see there's some close to the 50. But other than that, most of the field is covered in snow here. As we see a big pass from Love get up to the 40. It's incomplete. Target there was Reed. Tua Tagovailoa has returned. Last time we covered the Dolphins, it was Skylar Thompson at the position of QB. 3rd and 1 on the 35 here for Green Bay. There's the snap. Handoff, and down at the 45 is Josh Jacobs. Packers pick up a first down there. Able to convert to keep this opening possession going. See those Dolphins players on the sidelines. If you're from Miami, if you play in Miami, this isn't weather you're used to, but we saw the Packers and the Chicago Bears last week at Soldier Field, and that was a snowy game as well. Really put the North in NFC North. And we'll actually see the Bears tomorrow in another NFC North rivalry matchup as they pay a visit to the Detroit Lions. Second match of our football feast coverage, which we'll get into more about that during halftime. We're going to be in Detroit. We're going to be in Dallas. We're hitting all the traditional Thanksgiving stops as we bring you 4 games in 3 days here on the ULTRASPORT Network. Love waiting. He's waited too long, and he is going to go down. Tried to stay up there. Valiant effort, but is unable. Down to the 38. Successful sack for Benito Jones. Here's the replay. At first, it looked like he might actually stay up, but his hand touches the ground there, and he is down. 3rd and 16 now for Green Bay. Packers were on 3rd down previously. They were able to convert. Matt LaFleur looking on from the sidelines. There's the snap. 3rd and 16. Fired away by Lowe. Pass is caught by Christian Watson. And Watson gets up to the 28. Packers convert. They stay alive. First down for the home team. Excellent conversion there when it was looking doubtful. Love just chucks this from the 31. Packers also past the 50 now. Huge gain on that play. First and 10 on the 28. There's the snap. Love, more quick to throw this time. It's Watson again. He's down to 15. 47 total yards for him, but early into this game, he's only had 2 catches. LaFleur giving his orders as Tua Tagovailoa sits on the sidelines. There's the snap. And this is going to get Green Bay up to the 3, even though you may not be able to tell. Packers pick up another first down there, much to the dismay of Mike McDaniel. As we enter the final minute of the first quarter, 1st and goal for Green Bay. There's the snap. Toss here to Josh Jacobs. Can he get in? No. Just shy. They're at the 1. Second and goal here. There's the snap, the handoff, and this time Jacobs is able to get in. Touchdown, Green Bay. Packers take the lead on the first possession of the game here on Tuesday Night Primetime Football. Here's the replay, and not much to talk about here. Just a handoff to Jacobs. He gets through the struggle and the chaos and into the end zone. Packers take the lead here in the first quarter at Lambeau. Point after, touchdown now. Kick is up. And it's good. Green Bay 7, Miami 0. 10 plays, 74 yards, 3 minutes, 32 seconds of game time. 24 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Packers holding the ball for the entire game up to this point. 4-minute quarters. ULTRASPORT rules. Can be interesting, but it is what we do. Taken out past the 10, the 20, and down on the 27 to bring out Tua Tagovailoa and the offensive line for the first time in this game. Tagovailoa, previously injured, has now made a return, and last season he had 29 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, 4,624 yards. Miami starting here at the 27. There's the snap. Tagovailoa waiting, fires it away, and a bit of misdirection there. Jalen Waddle makes the catch. Looked like it was intended for someone else. But here, as we come to the end of the first quarter, Miami on the 38. Green Bay 7, Dolphins 0. Well, the snow is coming down tonight at Lambeau. What a sight. A primetime snow game here on ULTRASPORT. Dolphins have the ball. They're on their own 38. It's a gain of 1 here as Devon Achane gets the ball. 7-0 for Green Bay over Miami. Coming into the second quarter in our first game of 4 in Football Feast 2024, our name for our Thanksgiving coverage. 4 games in 3 days, and we're going to get into tomorrow's games at halftime. Tagovailoa almost went down here. Good survival. He's got 3 men on him. He eventually does go down. But you've got to give some credit to him for staying up as long as he did. Doesn't look like we're going to get a replay on this. Green Bay with a sack to get Miami to 3rd and 13. Packers were on 3rd down twice before, and both times able to convert as they got all the way to the end zone. 3rd and 13 on the 35. Here for the Dolphins. The snap. The pass, and it's not going to be enough. Just to the 40. Dolphins now on 4th and 6, and that's going to be a big play for Green Bay. Dolphins will receive to start the second half, by the way, but right now, Packers with a chance to go into a 2-touchdown lead. Disrupt the rhythm here. Make it 14-0 before halftime. There's the punt, and this looks like it's going to go for a touchback. Packers out to the 20. It's Jordan Love leads the offensive line. Last possession, it was Josh Jacobs with a touchdown on a 1-yard handoff. Packers got pretty deep into the red zone before managing to score. And Jacobs gets the handoff again this time. 2nd and 8 on the 22 coming up. Gain of 2 yards on that play. Again, we see Tua Tagovailoa sitting on the sidelines here. Couldn't get it done on this possession. It's just returned from injury. We, as I said previously, covered the Dolphins against the Bills, and it was Skylar Thompson at QB in that game. Big pass here from Jordan Love. It's going to be caught to bring Green Bay up to their own 36. Packers pick up the first down there as the 2-minute warning kicks in. What a sight to see. I don't know, there's just a unique atmosphere to a snow game, especially one being played at night. You know, it's something you'd hang up on your wall, the snow coming down over the floodlights. A picture of that is. Kraft gets the catch here to bring Green Bay past the 50 up to the 44. Packers at a good pace here. They managed to keep moving up. Looks like they are going to get that 2-touchdown lead they're hoping for. But you also want to kind of run down the clock, because once you score, Miami gets the ball, and they're going to do that at the start of the 3rd quarter. So if you don't want them to tie, you've got to play it safe. You've got to run down enough time while still scoring yourself, if that makes sense. 2nd and 6 on the 40 for Green Bay, and I don't think the Packers will have to worry about that unless Tagovailoa can get a big Hail Mary pass within the final few seconds. 3rd and 9 of the 43. They may not get a touchdown after all. We've got 1:02 to play here in the 2nd quarter. Neither team using a timeout so far. Again, I mentioned it before. We'll have the halftime show after this, where we get into the games for tomorrow. New York versus Dallas in the later slot, but first up it's Chicago versus Detroit. This is incomplete. That'll put the Packers on 4th down, and it looks like Miami's defense has secured their goal. Packers will have to settle for a field goal here. No, they're going to punt. Green Bay to punt. Just past the 50 there, and I think it's maybe gone out of bounds. Not a good kick there. Miami is going to go out to the 22. Tua Tagovailoa has 54 seconds to tie this. They couldn't get the field goal. Now Miami with a golden opportunity. This could turn the tables in the Dolphins' favor. Up to the 31, gain of 9 on that play. Passes caught by Jalen Waddle. As Miami uses the first timeout of the half. 47 seconds to go. Can they pull this off in 47 seconds? 2nd and 1 on the 31. There's the snap. Tagovailoa sends it away. Pass is caught by Waddle again. He breaks past the 50 up to the 46. And out of bounds to stop the clock. Here we go. Here's the replay. Had a pursuer, was able to break free. He eventually does go down, but there was a period of time where he was just alone. 1st and 10 on the 46. There's the snap. Tagovailoa steps way back, and this is just going to be a gain of 4. Dolphins use their second timeout with 37 seconds to play. As the snow continues to come down here at Lambeau Field, we've had forecasts that say this isn't going to stop until after the game has ended. So get buckled in, because this is the atmosphere for the first night of football feast. 2nd and 6 at the 42. There's the snap and the pass and the touchdown! Miami with the tying score here. Passes caught by Odell Beckham Jr. Tagovailoa threw from around the 50. I mentioned earlier, is he going to get a Hail Mary pass in the final few seconds? Well, he has found a receiver, and the Packers, who at one point looked like they could make it a 2-touchdown game, now find themselves in a tie game with Miami to receive the ball in the second half. Quite a predicament for the home team. And I say tie game. We've had pretty good action from the kickers all season. 4 plays, 78 yards, just 22 seconds of game time on that scoring drive for Miami. Used a couple of timeouts there, and a couple of plays went out of bounds as well. So Dolphins conserving time. 32 seconds to go before the half. And the Packers now to get the ball back. This will be carried out past the 5, the 10, the 20, 25. They'll step right past it and up to the 26. So here comes Jordan Love. Packers 1 for 2 in terms of scoring on possessions today. Had a touchdown on the first, had to punt it away on the second. And now Love back out, hoping to make something happen in these final 24 seconds. First pass incomplete. Second and 10. There's the snap. And this sent to Jaden Reed towards the sidelines. Just like that, Packers are 3rd and 4. Gain of 6 on that play. Could find themselves in a similar predicament. Of course, they have converted before, but you never know. 20 seconds, 3rd and 4 on the 32. Love fakes the handoff, and the pass will be caught. It's Jaden Reed again. He steps out of bounds at the 50. He's had 114 total yards today. 15 seconds to go. Packers at midfield. Can they do this? They've got 3 timeouts as well. It's always a factor. This is caught by Romeo Doubs. They're not going to use the timeouts. There they go. 5 seconds. And I guess they're going to go for the 3 points to go into the lead here. Playing it safe. And hoping that the defense can do the hard work in the 3rd quarter when Miami gets the ball. Indeed, they have sent out the kicker. And this is going to be from the 47. There's the kick, and it's no good. It's no good. Let's see what happened here. It's no good. 7-7. Dolphins back out on their own 47. And Tagovailoa, there's only one thing to do. There it goes. Pass is caught at the 2. Odell Beckham Jr. was there, but it does not matter as we go to halftime. Wow. And welcome in once again to the ULTRASPORT halftime show here on Tuesday Night Primetime Football. We once again want to thank you for joining us as our football feast coverage kicks off for Thanksgiving. We're going to have 2 games tomorrow. The first of them, the Lions and the Bears at Ford Field. Then it's the Cowboys and the Giants at AT&T Stadium in Dallas. We're going to take an in-depth look at the first of those 2 games because there's also a bit of a relation to tonight's game. Lions and the Bears are both NFC North teams. So are the Packers, who going into today were 8-3. We'll see if we'll see how different this graphic will be after tonight's events. But taking a look here, we can see the Lions are 10-1. First in the division going into tomorrow, and then the Bears 5-6, last in the division. Quite a contrast here. It's going to be 1 versus 4. Lions heavily favored to win over Chicago, but we'll see what happens tomorrow at Ford Field. Also, as I said, it's going to be the New York Giants. They're going to be paying a visit to the Dallas Cowboys at AT&T Stadium. And that is, of course, an NFC East rivalry matchup. So we hope you tune in for both games. But right now, we're going to go back to the field here at Lambeau. The snow's still coming down, and it is 7-7 between the Dolphins and the Packers. Second half starting here at Lambeau Field. Miami set to receive the ball. First half ended spectacularly. Dolphins got all the way up to the 2 more yards, and it'd be 14 or at least 13-7 here in their favor. But they hope to change the score to that right here on this possession as Tua Tagovailoa steps back out on the field. Return is carried out to the 29 here. 142 passing yards for Miami so far. Just 1 rushing yard in this game. I said 143. It's 143 total yards, 142 passing. I don't know if I misspoke there. But anyways, 1st and 10. Dolphins get up to the 42 on this first play of the possession, and Matt LaFleur already looking dismayed, but it's still an even game. If Miami score here, Green Bay is going to get a chance to level it. As Tagovailoa fakes the handoff, but he will throw to the same man anyways, who goes down on the 46. Gain of 4 on that play. As Mike McDaniel, you see there looking over his play card. Packed house here at Lambeau. We're so glad that you've joined us. These Green Bay fans braving the cold. Certainly something they're used to going into the winter months here. Not the same for the Dolphins fans that may have come here from Miami. Tyreek Hill brings the Dolphins up to the 30 on this play, and I notice it's gotten a bit quiet here at Lambeau as we see this play again. Caught it around the 40. Got about 10 more yards off of that. Big gain here for Miami as they look to go into the lead. There's the snap. Handoff to Tyreek Hill. Stays up. Now trying to run backwards, and it's going to be a loss of 3. Miami pushed back to the 34. I don't know what he was thinking there. I suppose it's kind of instinct at a certain point, fight or flight. Trying to flee there and maybe maneuver around, but there's only so much you can do in a situation like that, and Hill gets caught. Can Miami get the yards back here? Jonnu Smith with the catch on that play brings the Dolphins back to the 30. 3rd and 9 coming up. They may have to settle for a field goal, which would still give them the lead, but a touchdown gives you a bit of extra protection. All the other team can do is tie in that situation. Tagovailoa is going to run this himself. He gets past the line. for the first down here. He is wrestled down at the 16 by multiple members of Green Bay's defense. But it's 1st and 10 for the Dolphins as they get up to the 16. Just over a minute to go here in the third quarter. There's the snap. Handoff here. Achane is going to go all the way into the end zone. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane takes it to the house. And the Dolphins go into the lead for the first time in this game. Miami now with the upper hand against Green Bay with exactly a minute to go in the third quarter. We'll see how exactly this comes into play. That's poor phrasing. We'll see how this affects the game and if Green Bay can come back from this. Point after touchdown is good. We've seen pretty good kickers throughout the season here. Long field goal was missed by Green Bay earlier on in the first half. But when you're kicking from the 22, it's pretty easy. Especially, you get used to that distance for kicking the point after. Packers now get the ball, and this is carried out past the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25. Taken down on the 26 as Jordan Love leads the offensive line back out. 146 total yards here for Green Bay today. 115 of them passing yards credited to Jordan Love. Love steps back, moves in. Into the air it goes, and the pass is incomplete. 2v1 in that situation. But if you're going to go for something like that, first down is the best time to do it. Low risk, high reward. If you were to do that on third down, people would look at you as though you were a complete idiot, and perhaps with good reason. Love able to find a receiver here. It is Romeo Doubs, who's taken down on Miami's 42. Big gain there for Green Bay as they get past the 50. And as we near closer to the fourth quarter. And I don't know about you, but I feel like this is going to be an exciting fourth quarter. We see a lot of drama, we tend to see a lot of drama and action in the fourth quarter in these games that we cover on ULTRASPORT. And this is a one-touchdown game. This is a pretty even score, and it could be tied after this possession. So I feel like this might come down to the very end. And what a way that would be to begin Football Feast here on ULTRASPORT. Just a gain of 2 here, and that looks like it's going to take us into the end of the third quarter. Miami 14, Green Bay 7. 4 minutes remaining here at Lambeau Field. Stay tuned to ULTRASPORT. The snow has been coming down all night here in Green Bay. It shows no signs of stopping. We've been told that this won't end until after the game, so we have ourselves a snow bowl here on the first day of Football Feast in Green Bay. This will move the Packers up to the 34. It's 3rd and 1, but they're not looking for field goals. They need a touchdown. And if Miami pushes Green Bay to 4th down here, that could be something that changes the whole game and secures the victory for the away team. 3rd and 1. You just need 1 yard here. Got to play it safe. And that's what they're going to do. Hand off here to Josh Jacobs, who previously had a touchdown tonight. Packers move up to the 29. There's the snap. And this will be caught. And I believe that is Christian Watson. Not his first catch of the night, as he gives Green Bay another first down. Packers on the 19, in a good position to tie this one. Miami on the last possession scored a touchdown from the 16. There's the snap as the Packers now went to the red zone. And this very, very close. Tucker Kraft stopped 2 yards short of the goal line. And it's going to be first and goal coming up on the next play for Green Bay. Here's the replay as the Packers get a 17-yard gain. Fuller, I believe, with the credit on the takedown there. Now at the 2. Packers looking for the tying score. What did I say? This is going to be dramatic. And it looks like I was right, as Love goes around into the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. The quarterback, Jordan Love, ties this with just over 2 minutes to go, and now it could be anyone's game. How many close finishes have we seen throughout the season here on ULTRASPORT? How many tied in the last minute, pass interference, whatever. We've seen a lot here this season, and it looks like we're going to see more as the Packers elect to go for the point after. They're going to play it safe. The kick is up, and it's good. 14-14 between Miami and Green Bay. 8 plays, 74 yards, 2 minutes, 44 seconds of game time. Packers back in the lead. So now Tua Tagovailoa and company will have 2 minutes and 12 seconds to give Miami another score. This one could come down to the wire, as this is carried out past the 10, the 20, and up to the 24. 2 minutes and 9 seconds, forgive me. 3 seconds on that return. I say it practically every game. Time is one of the most important resources. Both teams with all 3 timeouts were seconds away from the 2-minute warning, and this is going to be a good start for Green Bay's defense as Achane goes down at the 18. Dolphins lose 7 yards there as the 2-minute warning kicks in. We are tied 14-14 with 2 minutes to go here at Lambeau Field. What an exciting night of football here 2 days before Thanksgiving. We're glad that you have joined us. Pass will be caught here, and the Dolphins move up to the 25, 3rd and 9. This next play is going to be crucial for Miami. The entire game practically lying on what happens here. No huddle offense for Miami. In case they do pull this off, they want to conserve those timeouts. Fakes the handoff. Tagovailoa. Pass is caught! Pass is caught! And Miami now moving up to the 30. They did that at the end of the first half, and it got them up to the 2. Is this Odell Beckham Jr.? Indeed it is. Dolphins at the 30. And that's going to turn this around. $1:28 to play, 1st and 10. Good move bringing out the no-huddle offense there. This is going to be a gain of 9. McKinney, you see there, as the Packers use their first timeout. Interesting decision there. Because if Miami scores here, Packers are going to give the ball. I don't know. I'm not a football coach. I don't understand the psychology Perhaps not something I should admit on air, but it is what it is. Handoff here. Achane goes down to the 14 as the Packers use another timeout. Green Bay perhaps hoping that Miami will copy their strategy when they have the ball. First and 10 at the 14. There's the snap. Handoff here. Achane once again. He gets up to the 10 as the Packers use their last timeout. 1:15 to play here at Lambeau. 2nd and 6 for the Dolphins on the 10. Their last touchdown, they start out the 16. And there's still going to be some time left over for Green Bay. Can the Packers tie this up? That is assuming Miami gets a touchdown. Pass is caught here by Beckham Jr. He is going to get all the way. Touchdown, Dolphins. And the celebration beginning with 1:10 to go. But we've seen incredible endings before that went down to the last second. So if I were on the Dolphins team, I wouldn't get too excited. Beckham Jr. makes the catch here. Goes all the way into the end zone. And this very well could be the winning play of the game. But we'll have to see what Jordan Love and company are able to do when they get the ball. Point after coming up here. The snap, the kick. And it's 21-14. 7 plays, 75 yards, and 59 seconds of game time on that play. 1:10 remaining here at Lambeau on the first night of Football Feast on ULTRASPORT. Again, Chicago versus Detroit, followed by New York versus Dallas tomorrow on this network. As this is carried out past the 10, the 20. Packers hoping for a good return here. They'll get up to the 27. So for one last time, unless we go into overtime, Jordan Love steps out on the field for Green Bay. And if we do go into overtime, we will have uninterrupted coverage of this game for you. We will not go to commercial, that is. Tucker Kraft down at the 33. Packers have used all their timeouts, remember, so either they've got to rely on long passes, plays that go out of bounds, or hope that Miami somehow end up using their timeouts. Psychology would be a big factor in that. Pass is caught here by Romeo Doubs, but no huddle offense. You got to keep going as we enter the final 30 seconds. And it would appear that the Dolphins have this one in the bag. But the Packers are going to try one more time. No huddle once again. 20 seconds. Just got to throw it as far as you can. Love waiting. Moves in. And he's going to throw it out of bounds. Poor man's timeout, as I call it. Being used there by Green Bay. 12 seconds. Good move. You've got to think this through. Mike McDaniel giving his orders as the Dolphins look to lock this down. 12 seconds. There's the snap. Love waiting. Steps back. Can't wait too long. 5 seconds. Is going to throw it out again, but there is a flag on the play. We'll see what happened here. And the call is going to be an illegal forward pass on Jordan Love. And it's going to be 3rd and 15 for Green Bay. A disappointed roar going through the crowd here. But 5 yards doesn't matter when you're trying to get to the end zone from all this distance. Time runs out. Love, one last throw. There's the Hail Mary we've been waiting for. Pass is incomplete, and the Dolphins win the game. The final score, Miami 21, Green Bay 14 from Lambeau Field. We say goodbye and good night.